What's up, Fuse fam? Brad here. I want to welcome you to another week of our Fuse Daily Devos. This week is maybe unlike any of the others in that it's Holy Week. At the end of this week, we get to celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus and what that means for us in our lives. But we're in week 3 of our Undefeated Series. And in this week, we're going to be talking about this idea that because of Jesus, because of what Jesus did on the cross, because of that he rose from the grave, death itself is defeated. And I don't know, if you're like me, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know that in book 7, there's J.K. Rowling quotes 1 Corinthians 15, which says that the last enemy to be defeated is death itself. And I feel like in this season, in this weird quarantine period that we're in, we need to be reminded of where our hope lies. You know, we like to place hope in things that we can accomplish or do. We like to place hope in situations. We like to place hope in comfort. We like to place hope in just binging on Netflix because it's enjoyable. But anyway, our Devo, it's going to come from 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 3. And in this passage, Peter is reminding the early church where their hope lies and in whom their hope lies. And so he says this. He says, "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. According to his great mercy, he has caused us to be born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, to an inheritance that is imperishable, undefiled, and unfading, kept in heaven for you, who by God's power are being guarded through faith for a salvation ready to be revealed in the last time." And verse 3 is what we're going to be focusing on. "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. According to his great mercy, he has caused us to be born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead." If anything, this season that we're in, this quarantine period, this time where we can't be together, this time where our whole sense of normal and routine is just disrupted. If you're like me, I'm a person of routine. I like to know and be able to expect what I'm going to do on a day. I want my day to look like the day before, and my day after that is hopefully going to look like today. I like routine. I place a lot of hope in that. I place a lot of comfort in that. And I don't know, what this whole thing is telling me is that like hope is not placed on what I can do. Hope is not placed on what I can accomplish or who I can make myself be. Hope is purchased by Jesus. And it's not just a hope as in like, oh, I wish something were true or I wish for something to happen. Like right now, I wish I could eat at Raising Cane's, right? I wish I could get that box combo with the no coleslaw, extra fries, extra cane sauce. Like that's something I wish to be true. I hope that could be true. But the hope that Peter describes here is different than that. He describes it as a living hope. It's not dead. It's active, and there's credence to it, right? There's credibility. Our hope is because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. And in the days and the weeks, perhaps even the months to come, I think our hope is really going to be pressed, right? Our faith is going to be pressed. This sickness, we're going to probably start hearing stories where it's affecting people a little closer to home. And I don't know, like I just think that we need to be reminded that we still, as Christians, as believers, we have a whole lot to hope in, and it's because of Jesus. And we're going to be celebrating that this weekend with Easter. We're going to be celebrating that Jesus went to the cross and that he died. But ultimately, he rose from the grave, and that is what gives us hope. It's not just in this idea, it's in the person of Jesus, that he has the power to overcome even death itself. And that's the gospel. The gospel is that we get to follow him in that. In 1 Corinthians 15, Paul writes, and he kind of articulates what the gospel is, and he places its fullness in the evidence that Jesus rose from the grave. And we as believers are going to follow him in that. And that is what we hope for. We hope for this world to be made right. We hope for death to be no more. And because of Jesus, we can have faith that that's going to happen. Love you guys. Miss you. Hope you and your families are doing well. Would love for you guys to follow along with the reading plan and get connected in your small group. But anyway, hope you all have a good day, and I'll catch you later.